cannon behind me I found 3 years ago. I worked at a voting precinct and I noticed something sticking out of the brush. In curiosity, I went down to find out what it was. When I parted the brush, there was this cannon sitting there. And as soon as I seen it, I knew what it was. It was World War I, and being the Legion is going to be 100 years old. I said, fantastic, I've got to have this cannon. It's over 104 years old, and it'll be a fantastic piece for our post, plus the American Legion itself right there to show where we started at. Well, the restoration after we got it home, it took us about 2.5 months to disassemble the cannon right there. A lot of torch work, praying that the parts wouldn't break, and finally, after 2.5 months, we finally got it apart. It took a month and a half to get the breech to open up because it was froze so bad. Once we opened it up, there were 7 bird nests inside the cannon barrel, plus all the sweat labor going into wire brushing, sanding, priming, figuring out what part went where. It was a love thing right there to do this right there. You know, it's the restoration. I've done other restorations right there, but this who gets in his lifetime gets to restore a cannon, especially when it's 104 years old. It does fire. We fire a 12-gauge shotgun shell in it, and we fired the cannon here for the volley right there for all veterans. You know, it'll never fire a real shell again. It's too dangerous to even think about firing it. There's only 9 that we know in existence right now. 4 in museums. The other 3 are owned by private individuals, and this one here owned by American Legion Post 104. We're going to take it around to parades and stuff to advertise the American Legion, our post, and you know, to show, and we can take it to schools and stuff and show the kids what our history is, because World War I history is almost non-existent right there. Nobody talks about World War I anymore. I mean, you consider 1.2 million men died in World War I. In 18 months, 1.2 million men. That's an astronomical number. All veterans need to be recognized, living and dead. You know, and you know, the American Legion, you know, we're there to help our veterans, their families, their kids, everything else. And this is a way of showing the American Legion and what we do. It's just beautiful to me.